In this review, we are going to be taking a look at an AI generated tool by the name of Bramework that will help you to quickly create professional looking posts for your blogs and websites. And this platform will allow you to cut down the time it takes to create very in-depth and detailed posts from scratch, especially if you struggle with writer's block and you're not really sure of how to get started with setting up the overall structure of a blog post. Bramework will give you the tools necessary to quickly get started. So to find out more about Bramework, check out the link below in the description and it will take you to the website where you can get an in-depth overview of the platform in action and what it's about. So it has a lot of unique features and tools available that will help you to speed up your workflow. Plus it has loads of tutorials and guides that will quickly help you to get started with the platform. So if we quickly dive into the members area, again you will have to sign up with your details, but you'll get access to a 7-day trial. But at any point within the 7 days you can cancel the trial before you have to pay a subscription fee. But it's still a worthwhile tool to look into just to get a feel for how the platform works. As you can see inside, it's very easily laid out, it's very simple. Even for beginners, there's not too many tools and features that can overcomplicate people when they're trying to get started. So from within the dashboard itself, you have access to an AI writing assistant tool, AI blog titles, AI blog outlines and keyword research. So each of these tools will help you to customize your content and also create articles around specific keywords. Plus you do also have access to tutorials that will teach you exactly how each of these tools work so that you can get a better understanding of how to create better content with the platform. So we are quickly just going to go and have a look over each of the tools inside of the platform. From the dashboard you can see them here on the screen, but you can also access them from the toolbar on the side. So in this case we're just going to click on the AI writing assistant. So we're just going to click on create a new post. And what it's going to do is it's going to open up this window. So you would enter in a keyword. You can also specify it based around the country. So in this case I'm just going to keep it as the United States. And I'm just going to add in a keyword that I'm going to use to help generate content. So once you've added it in, it's just a case of clicking on continue. You'll be greeted with this next pop-up that will let you know that everything's ready to go. So again, you just proceed forward, click continue again, and you'll be presented with this window. And what it's going to do is it's going to give you a few suggested keyword ideas. So you can select up to 5 keywords in total. And what these are going to do is help to organize the content better so that it will use these related keywords to again form more better content so that the AI has a better understanding of what the actual article is going to be about. So it's just a case of clicking on the suggested keyword you want to use. Also, if you have any other keywords that you would like to use and you don't see them in the suggested box here, you can add them in at the bottom. And when you're happy enough with your selection, just click on create. The next page will open up and you will get a few pop-up windows that will give you a few concepts of the platform itself to give you an idea of where all of the features are generated. And you will have extra tools here on the side where you can hide this assistant that appears on the right, so you can toggle it on and off. You can preview the article once you have content written. You can save the article, although it does automatically save every time you make any specific changes. You can also use the plagiarism checker to check for any specific or clone or copied content. If there is content similar to it online, it will check for it. You can also publish the article, you can share it, and you can even download the article as either a HTML, PDF, a Word doc or a text file, or you can delete it if you want to start over. So as you can see here, you have the ability to instruct the AI to get started on specific criteria. So you can select titles, outlines, keywords. Here it's going to give you related keywords. Here it will give you some analytics and ideas of how to improve your overall SEO score so that you can make the content even better. Plus you can also select the tone of the writing itself, whether you want it to be professional, excited, formal, funny, informative, inspirational, passionate, positive. You can pretty much set it up as and how you want. So in this case I'm just going to set it as informative, and it will use the keywords here to generate the content. So the first thing to do is, because we don't have a title here, we want to get started with the title. As you can see here at the top, you will have buttons that show up that you can utilize, but again, content will have to be generated, and what will happen is you'll have to highlight the written content for these buttons to become live so that you can use them. But you also do have your basic editing abilities where you can change the paragraph styles from headings, subheadings, change the fonts, change the font sizes, add in images. If you want to add in bullet point lists, change the orientation, whether you want to bold or italicize the text, even add links into your documents. So you have all the basic editing tools here. So in this case, all you're going to do is come over to the assistant, and then you're just going to click on titles. And because of the keywords that's already there, it's going to generate a title idea for us. So you're just going to click on generate. And here it's going to come up with a list of 5 different title ideas that you can use. Now you can generate more if you so wish. You just click on generate more. So you just pick one that you like, that you think would be relevant to the type of content that you want to create. And when you think you've found one, it's just a case of clicking on the plus icon beside the title itself. And as you can see here, it will add it into the document, and it will already be formatted into the correct style. So the next thing we want to look at is outlines. So you want to generate an outline for your content. So the next thing we need to do is just click on generate. And as you can see here, it's going to give you some outlines and even a list of potential ideas that you can use for your content. So it's just a case of adding the content in, and as you can see here, it's going to organize it in a way that looks presentable. It will automatically add in the line spacing. It will pretty much do everything for you. You won't actually have to do any of the initial basic tasks. And again, if you want to add in any more outlines, you can do so. So you can just generate more. And as you can see here, it's going to give you a ton more features that you can add in. So if you want to just add them in, you can create and enter a new line, and you can add this piece of content into the equation. And ideally what you can do is you can chop and change the content out as you so wish. So you can also look at the keywords. As you can see, the primary keyword here is affiliate marketing for beginners, but it will also give you the list of related keywords and even some of the top questions that can also be asked. So you can literally just highlight a new line here, and then you can add in some of these questions underneath. So it's just a case of clicking on the add icon, and as you can see, it's going to add it in here. So we can change the formatting if we want to match everything else, and even to create more content based around what is being written, you can even click on the green pen icon that shows up on the screen, and what it's going to do is it will momentarily create additional content to fit in with the next phase of the article being written. It only takes a few moments, so it is very, very quick and easy to use. And as you can see, it fully generates the content. So what we can do is we can highlight a certain piece, and now as you can see here, once we've highlighted piece here, all the buttons, as I mentioned earlier at the top, have all become live. So we can write an additional paragraph to complement this. We can add a list article to it if we want. We can generate a step article. We can even rephrase this piece here or even summarize it. So if we want to even just click on paragraph, it will automatically go to a new line, and as you can see here, it's added even more content that you can add into your article. So we can just go through the procedure as well, and we can highlight each of these, and it's just going to work off the content that's already there to make it more readable and more user friendly. So even if we look at this here, you can rephrase the content, and as you can see here, it's changed the outline of it. And what we can even do is we can summarize some of the text as well. So you can either click on the bar that pops up above the text, or we can click on the button at the top. So we can click on this, and again, it has totally changed the content of that piece out, and it's completely summarized it. So again, you can just play around with all the tools and see which ones are best suited to your needs. As you can see here, it's created a step-by-step list pretty much. Now, although it doesn't relate to the topic at hand, but you kind of get the idea. As long as it generates the content, you can tweak all of this here and make it your own. And when you look at it here, you see how quickly that is to create content. That's quite incredible how fast that works. Like, that only took a few moments to generate all of that content. Again, now you will still need to read it over and you will need to tweak things and remove or add certain things yourself. But it gives you a general outline of how to structure a blog post, because it automatically adds in the headings. It will automatically add in all the paragraph pieces. It's just up to you then if you want to add more to it or take information away. But it will generate the overall outline for you, so that will save you a lot of time trying to figure all that out. So to take things even further, if you want to come over to the SEO tab here on the assistant, you're going to click on it, and what it's going to do is it's going to analyze your SEO score of the content that has been generated. It's going to give you a few key areas in which you can utilize to further improve the score of the content. As you can see here, it's got green dots beside them, which means that the content and the overall length and keyword density is decent and it's good to go. And where it's red, it just means it would be possible to make changes to make it more relevant. We can also check in like featured images, so you click on that, and what you can do is you can add in other images. You can even upload your own files, and most of these files are free to use, and they're taken from the likes of websites like Unsplash, and they are relatively straightforward. You won't get in any trouble or have to worry about any copyright issues for using these images, as they will be free to use. So all you need to do is just highlight one that you think is going to be relevant to the content that you're creating. So you just add it in and click on done, and it's going to use that as the featured image for the post. But even if we want to add in additional images, we can just create a new line and add in an image from the bar up at the top, and again we can add in a few more images if we want. And as you can see here, it adds it in. We can format it, center it. If you double click on it, you can also update the alternate text, title, and even the description of the image itself, and that will also help towards your SEO score. And one of the cool features about this here platform is the fact that, right, you can save it, you can preview it, and what it does is it gives you an outline of how your blog post would actually look on your blog. So it gives you a rough preview of what to expect. But you can also publish your content to your website. So if you, for instance, are using WordPress, you can click and install the Bramework WordPress plugin on your actual WordPress site. And what this will do is it will sync the content from your Bramework account to your WordPress website. So that literally when you do publish an article, you can literally create the entire article inside of the Bramework app and then just sync it into your WordPress site, and it will publish the article directly on your site and put it live directly from the platform itself. So you don't even have to log into your WordPress website at all to do this. So that's what makes it ideal and makes it a very worthwhile tool, and it will save you a lot of time in that respect, because you don't need to log into multiple tools or platforms in one go just to copy one piece of content to bring it into another. Now ideally, if you do want to do that, you can download the files. You can download it as a HTML, a Word document, TXT file, PDF. So in this case, we're just going to download it just as a PDF, just for example. So as you can see here, it's been downloaded. So when I click and open it, here it gives you a rough outline of the actual article in a PDF doc. So you can literally come in and still copy and paste a lot of these elements and just post them to your blog. Also, if you want to share it, you can make the post public on other websites. So what will happen is, if you're writing content, say for clients, you can share the post. You can take the link that it generates for you and you can share it with your clients so they can see the post and how it looks, so they can give you any feedback if they want any changes being made. We can also look at the plagiarism checker. So you can also have a look, if we highlight everything on the page, you can check. Now it's not currently available in the free trial period, but if you were to opt into the paid version, you would be able to check for plagiarism to make sure that there's no copies of the written content anywhere else online. And to give you an idea of the regular updates, they also do give you release notes on the platform. So as you can see here, it lets you know of all of the current bug fixes and enhancements to the tools and features on the platform. So they're always improving it. As you can see here, as of recording this video, a lot of the updates are only very recent, only literally within a couple of days, and they're always updating the platform. So you know yourself that if you're deciding to pay into this, you will be guaranteed that you will always have the latest version, and you will always have peace of mind knowing that they're always trying to fix everything and make it better. Which leads me on to the price of the platform. So you can sign up for a 7-day free trial. Again, when you do sign up, you will be required to enter in your payment details, but you can cancel it before the 7-day trial is up, so you won't get charged. But the basic outline of the prices, as you can see here, the basic one starts at $19 a month, and it works all the way up to $200 per month. Currently, as of recording this video, they are running a limited time deal, so that price will increase in time. But as you can see here, it gives you access to a number of different features. Depending on the pricing tier that you decide to purchase will unlock more features. Now, if you decide to pay annually, again, you will receive a further discount on the overall price. So you can also check any of the FAQs for frequently asked questions on how the content of the platform can be used online, whether it's going to be relevant, and if it is going to be something that you can use. So if it is something that you would be interested in using, again, check that link out below in the description to get started. Even just sign up for the 7-day free trial. Play around with the tools and features inside and see how easy it is to create content. See how you can use it to create a basic structure or outline for your blog articles and posts, as it pretty much does everything for you. Now, although the information being generated, because it is AI generated, you do have to take it with a pinch of salt, as even though it is very accurate, at times there could be discrepancies, but it is up to you, the creator, to take time to read through the content and proofread everything to make sure that everything lines up with exactly your ideas and what it is that you want to create. So once you're happy enough, you can again copy the basic outline, you can download it, you can share it, and you can also publish it directly to your website. If you feel like you're really happy enough with everything and you feel like you just want to get the content ready and just get it out there for people to see, you can publish it directly to it again once you install the WordPress plugin and link it to your site. You'll be ready to go. So you don't even have to open up your domain provider or WordPress website to get the content created. You can literally just create everything from in here and do everything all in the one place. So that in itself is worthwhile, and it is worth the money in itself because it saves you a lot of time. So it is something to consider if you're really serious about writing blog posts and articles. Even if you're doing like guest posts, or you're doing your own kind of like sales pitches for your own blog posts, articles, social media posts, whatever it is that you're doing, this would be a really good platform to help you get started. It's very professional in how it generates content, and it's very easy to use, as I've just shown. You can literally create a massive amount of content in only a few minutes. Again, you will come in and you'll tweak things and you'll change certain things out, you'll reword certain sections, you'll add in images, but you can tweak it to make it your own. And if you're stuck and you're not really sure of what else to create, just use the AI generation tools to create more content so that you can start building it up. So there really is no limit to your imagination and through your creation process once you're developing content with Bramework. And if it is something again that you would be interested in and you think it would be helpful for you to create content for your business, then again check out the link below in the description. And if you would like to see more content around other platforms like Bramework that will teach you other ways of how you can create content quickly and easily that you can use to create blog posts, videos, or any type of content that you intend to use for your online business to scale things up to the next level, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell to be updated when future videos are released. And if you are on the lookout for other platforms to help you get started with creating content and so forth, be sure to check out the playlist here on screen to see more programs in action that will also help you. So be sure to check them out, and I will see you all over in the next one.